So first and foremost, I'll glory to the Most High. Make this video so that the Lord might use it to His will and His purpose. I actually didn't know if I was going to do this, but here I am. I was thinking about what to call this, and I don't know, I guess I'll just start talking about it. I had a dream a couple of nights back that I purposely did not write down because when I first woke up from it, it had someone in the dream that I deeply cared about, right? But it wasn't that, when I was in the dream, um, I was basically I was talking to this one person that I hadn't been able to have contact with. I don't know why I said to have contact with, and in the dream when I had contact with them, when I could actually speak with them, it was cool and all. But when I woke up, just certain activities in the dream, because what happened was it was this crazy jail. That's the best way I can call it. It was this crazy jail. I'm not gonna get into actually describing the thing, but basically I had left the jail for a certain period of time, and I was talking to this one person that had not, like I said, had not been able to have contact with, in real life, anyways. And basically when I woke up, I was kind of hype about it, but then I because I let my feelings basically take the best of me. And so when I basically used discernment, it became pretty clear really fast that it was not of it was the dream wasn't of the Lord, it wasn't of the Most High. So yeah, it wasn't of the Most High, but that's not what this is for. It's basically it got me thinking, even though the dream wasn't from the Most High, it got me thinking just about, I guess how I can call it, this walk, because it was like a jail in the dream, right? And it wasn't a legitimate thing. It wasn't legitimate. It wasn't from God. So I mean, it wasn't from the Most High. Yeah, it wasn't from the Most High. So I didn't come into agreement with the dream. Is basically what I'm saying. But at the same time, what was happening in the dream with the jail, is kind of what made me. I shouldn't say it made me, but it's kind of it's kind of why I'm here right now. So I didn't know if I was gonna make this, and I don't know what I'll call it something at the last second when I post it. But it just got me the dream just got me thinking this walk that we be doing, how this walk that we have with the Most High. It's starting to it's started to, how do I say this? It's the walk with the Most High is because of how the world is, it's almost being it's almost I don't want to sound insensitive, but it's almost like being incarcerated. And I've never been incarcerated myself, but being around people and hearing from people, I make the comparison of it being of it being incarcerated. Not that the Lord is the one who's doing it. The Lord gives freedom. He does not take pleasure in, he doesn't. The Lord does not take pleasure in, as He says, He does not take pleasure in the destruction of the wicked. But it's like being incarcerated because it's like your time on this earth is just how do I say this? It's like until you leave It's like until you're with the Lord, you're in a jail cell serving a sentence, and it's like until you like leave here, like until you in His kingdom. It's like in His kingdom is like real life. Like people think there's life here, like that. It's like you go to the beach or whatever. You go to you know some theme park. You spend your days like happy, right? And that whole saying of like it's like being alive doesn't mean you're living, right? But at the same time, it's like people can have experiences here that's like it's like, oh man, this is pretty great, but it's like at the same time, like real life, like actual life, like real life is it comes from the Most High, and it's it like it permeates His kingdom. Like it's kind of hard to explain, but it's just to say that like whatever life is here, like in His kingdom, it's like times 10, or times even 100, times 1,000, whatever the measurement would be, whatever the correct measurement could be. But it's been getting heavy and heavier and heavier um, on me, and I know on other people as well. But it's just I don't know. It's just something about it. Like it's just something about this walk that it's like no matter what you, it's like because Jesus says narrow is the way that leads to life, and broad is the way that leads to destruction. And so you don't always meet people in your life that or you often run into people, and you often run into people who it'll turn out that you're unequally yoked. I'll say, for the lack of a better saying. And so like right now I'm living with some people, and they're I've run into more Christians that are less generous and less compassionate as these people. Not that the title of a Christian matters or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I would have been hard pressed to find Christians that were as compassionate and or generous as these people. At least before I lived with them. But it's just that no matter how many people you can like run into that are let's say quote unquote nice people, there's just something about this walk that at every turn you find yourself it's like you're on another planet, man. Like it's like solitary confinement, but you're not alone. It's like you're not alone, but you're alone. And in that sense, I don't want to again, without sounding insensitive, but it's just it's just so like uncanny almost, like, because again, I've never been incarcerated, and I'm not trying to like put shade on being incarcerated. Like, I'm not speaking on that. I'm just saying, like, I've never first hand experience like having your freedoms taken away like that. And on that same note, it's just like this walk with the Lord, like the Lord brings life, and He brings like freedom and joy, and like basically everything you could ever ask for, really. But it's like you're walking through a crowd of people, right? And you're walking after the Lord, but you just keep running into people. Like you keep like bumping into people, and like the Lord's like He's like in front of you saying like follow me, right? He's like saying like follow me, and you're in this crowd, and you're walking forward, and you're trying like your best to follow Him, but you just keep bumping into people, or people keep bumping into you, and like stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like finds a way to get in the way. Like sometimes I think about it, like when I was younger, like certain things I think about that like affect me now, where I'm like thinking about what could I have done differently. Like what could I have done differently to have a different outcome? Because certain beginnings, certain situations, it's as if there's no good place to stand in them. Like certain situations, it's as if there's no good place to be in them. And it's like Jesus, like, he brings life, he brings freedom, he brings joy, like, but at the same time, it's like, while you're interacting with him, you're still sitting in the jail cell. And it's like he's the visitor, right? It's like you're in the cell, but Jesus is the one that, like, pops by, throws you some cash, pops by, might bring you some leftovers or whatever it is. It's like Jesus is that person. Like, he's the one that, like, comforts, you know. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I didn't know if I was gonna make this video. I'm just kind of like going on, but because I know, the Lord, like, he has like the end of the path in his hand. Like, you might not have started out like, because I know I didn't. And I assume many people don't. But you might not have started out like, you know, with everything in here. Maybe, I know, I'm not gonna get too like deep into this, but whatever the thing is, whether it's like, those people growing up that, the fathers don't teach them the sons how to be a man. The mothers be hating the daughters or whatever, or be stressing them out, or whatever. A lot of people don't have like, a lot of people I know I've seen don't have great beginnings. And it's like when you come to the Lord, like he just like he has like your end in his hand. It's like when he was talking to I think he was just talking to all of Judah when he said this, but he said something along the lines of, I know the thoughts that I have for you to bring about an expected end. And it's just like again, like the Lord is like, he's like that visitor that'll come like in the jail. Like, he'll walk up in the jail. Maybe he'll give you like a gift or something, throw you some cash. It's like, and I'm not saying like literally him giving you cash. I mean like in the sense of like if I was in jail, you know what I'm saying? Like how people like go to visit. But yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna make this video, but I kept questioning it too, like, cause I hadn't put up anything in a minute, and but I couldn't really find any rest until I did this. So, but yeah, man, it's like he has like an expected end, and it's just heavy getting to that end, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's heavy getting to that end, and it's like he has like he has like the life in his hand, and that he's in control. But it just like, I don't know. It's like being in a cell. It's like servant time almost when you're on this earth. But we can all take comfort in the fact that he does have an expected end. And yeah, I hope you can receive this.